Hey guys, welcome to my latest installment of my transitional update. It is the 12th of April, so I'm about a year and 2 months on hormones, and I am 5 weeks post top surgery. Things are fantastic. My chest is amazing. There is a small setback as regards to the healing process, but it was something that was potentially going to happen because because the morning of the surgery there was some inflammation on the skin where the incision would be made on one side of my chest, so the skin there was a lot weaker, and my surgeon, who is Dr. DeBritz, said that there was a potential that the stitches may not hold, so the scar might be a little bit wider. And I didn't really care because I don't really care about the scars, and I said, yeah, that's fine with me. If the surgery can still go ahead, I'd like it to still go ahead, and it did. And then a few hours later I woke up after the operation, was high as a kite on pain medication and not really sure what was going on to begin with, and then I realised what was going on, but I was too weak to look down to see if it had actually happened. And then eventually I kind of gradually managed to look down, and I couldn't see anything because the dressing gown was back over me, but I knew that it had happened, and it was amazing. It was possibly the weirdest because I was high as a kite, but the most exhilarating thing to ever happen. I was so amazed and so shocked and so overwhelmed. It was absolutely amazing. I think if I hadn't have been on pain medication and still quite woozy from the anaesthetic and the pain medication and everything, then I probably would have just burst out crying with joy because it was that overwhelming. It was amazing, and for anybody out there who is waiting to go for top surgery and you're starting to struggle, honestly, that wait, it will come round, and your day will come, and I am so excited for you, for that day for you, because it is the most amazing feeling ever. So I am 5 weeks today post-op surgery, and as I said, there's a small complication at the moment. So one of my incisions, it was healing really well, and it was doing so well, and then there was a small opening, a small wound, which refused to scab over. So my practice nurse gave me some Manuka honey dressing to put against it to try and help it and encourage it to heal. But whilst that dressing was on, because of the skin being so weak, and I think probably because the honey manuka was quite moist, so that made my skin quite moist, which didn't really help the fact that my skin was quite weak. And also because that area is quite numb, I don't really know when too much is too much at the moment, and because I'd got a dressing on it I couldn't see, so I think I overdid it a little bit, and combination of things, my skin being weak, there was already a small wound there, the small wound was covered up and I couldn't feel anything, so I didn't quite know how much was too much stretching, and because there was a dressing on it and because I thought I was doing okay, I kind of just overdid it a little bit, but it just made the incision open up. It's not massively crazily bad, it's a clean wound, and I got into contact with my surgeon, and she said that it looks clean, it doesn't look infected, which is a good sign, and she told me what to do to look after it, which is pretty much what I was doing anyway. And she said that once it has healed, the scar will be wider, but we can look at ways and a small procedure to try and sort something out for that. Again, if any of you guys are recently post-op surgery and you have any queries about your chest, or you have any worries or any concerns, get in contact with your surgical team, because they will be able to suggest things based on you particularly, and they also come across all of these complications or issues or hiccups or worries on a daily basis, so they know what to suggest, they know what to say, and they know how to put your mind at ease, and they know what to look out for you to be worried. And the team that I was with, which was in Manchester, they were really good, they were amazing, and when I phoned up the first time when I had a query and a worry, they asked me what was going on, I explained, they asked questions, so that we were both on the same page, and so that we were both talking about the same condition, and it was just a little bit of discharge, but they reassured me what it was, and they explained what it was, they explained why it was happening, and then they also explained what to look out for and what changes to look out for that I should be worried about. So, but yeah, my chest is amazing. I'm so happy, like, just not wearing a binder is amazing. I'm stuck. So yeah, my chest, not wearing a binder is crazy, amazing, and it's so free. Like, look at my shoulders are free. But yeah, I have a dressing on where the incision is all weird and gory. So yeah, you can see there's dressing along there. Just because the incision along here is just open a little bit, but this side is amazing. Like, the scar line looks quite dark at the moment, but yeah, I'm only 5 weeks post-op, so there's still a few scabs, so I'm not actually treating my scars just now, just because there's still quite a few scabs on this side. Also around here, there's a stitch still stuck there. It's refusing to come out, but there was one there which fell off the other day without me realising, so. And then this side, that's another stitch which is taking its sweet time to come out. And yeah, like, this incision all along here is really good. It's still a little bit tender here, like from bruising and stuff, but it's also because it's trying to heal along here, I think, as well. So, but yeah, I'm so amazed. It's amazing. I'm so happy and chuffed with it. It's like the best feeling ever. Yeah, it's so cool, and just that is like, I'm seriously so chuffed. There's still a little bit of swelling on this side, which I assume will go down once my chest is actually healed. This side has been taking its sweet time on everything, but it was expected, because there was literally exactly where all this dressing is, and right on. So it would be the equivalent of, there was inflammation all along here, but on the other side. And yeah, it was just crazy. And it was expected. So for me to come away with this is actually really good. the Manchester team are amazing. I had the best time whilst I was in the hospital. I personally hate hospitals, and I don't even like visiting people when they're in hospital. I get a bit weird and nervous and really a little bit anxious. So for me to go into the hospital and have such a major operation was really scary for me, but all of the staff, all of the nurses, the doctors, the surgical team, the surgeon, everyone that I came across, the receptionists, everyone, even the cleaners of the ward, absolutely everybody I came across was lovely and so friendly, so caring, and so understanding as well. So although they didn't know exactly what you were going through because they haven't been through it themselves, they were so compassionate and they made you feel at ease for everything as well. So absolutely cannot recommend that team enough. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm off work at the moment, obviously, and I go back next week. I'm a little bit nervous, but it should be okay. So yeah, I don't really know about any other changes going on at the moment because I'm just so overwhelmed by my chest, but I think my facial hair is coming through nice, thick and nice and thick. This side is a bit patchy still. I've been having this side is taking its sweet time to come in, but this side I've got like a proper chin strap line along here now. I'm having to trim under here a lot more often, so it's definitely coming through thick and fast. My skin's a little bit greasy at the moment as well, which I think is my hormone levels, because I had my injection not so long ago, and I've noticed at the beginning it's quite greasy. So my voice, I don't really know anymore. I think it's got deeper, but I also don't think it's got deeper. So I don't actually know until I do a comparison with my last video. I don't know. Weight distribution, I've put weight on, so I've literally been sat here in the flat. I've actually been going out quite a lot, but I haven't really been doing any exercise because I'm too scared to do any exercise just now. And so I've been eating as healthy as I can, but I'm pretty sure I've put weight on. So fat redistribution, I don't know. I've gained. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it really. There's not really anything else that's changed my muscle. I think my shoulders have broadened out. They just seem like a different. They seem to sit differently to what they used to, which is pretty cool, considering I've not done any work on my shoulders for 5 weeks now. So it's really good. So yeah, that is me. 1 year, 2 months on hormones and 5 weeks post-top surgery. And I'm so happy. Yeah, I'll catch you later.